Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Petali and I am back with another video. It's been so many months, but here I am. I hope you guys have been keeping well. I am well. I am blessed of the Lord. I am happy to finally be able to do this life update. Yes, got married last month. We are about to celebrate our first month anniversary and God has been so faithful to us. So yeah, just get into today's video. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me any questions regarding our wedding. So yeah, I'm just here to answer those questions, and I'm thinking I'll answer these questions in two parts so that it's not such a long video. So this will be part one, and then the rest of the questions I'll answer them in the next part of this series. But I will be completely honest with you about our wedding, and every question that you've asked I will be completely honest with you guys. Okay, so karibuni sana. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Your comments are welcome. Feel free to share with anybody and everybody. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the first question I was asked is, how did you decide on the wedding colors? So our colors were burgundy, blush pink, and navy blue. I must say that was mostly my input on the colors, because my husband was like, you feel free to do whatever you'd like with the colors and everything. But when it came to our decor, we actually, yeah, it was interesting that we got a leading in a dream about having white as the color for our decor. So we just went with the flow and decided that we'd have our bridal party in the colors that we had initially. That was burgundy, blush pink, and navy blue, and then we would just do an all white for the decor. And to our surprise, it turned out so perfectly. Everyone was telling us, "Ish, this wedding was so beautiful," but I must say it was really because we just asked God, to just come in and have his way. So it's really important, even as you plan, just pray about it and trust God's plan more than you trust your own plan. You never know, he always has something better. So that's how we decided to go all right for our decor, but we retained the colors for the outfits. Number 2 question. How do you feel being the wife to an amazing man? What a question. It's amazing. It's beautiful to just wake up next to someone who cares about you so much, someone who is ready to build a life with you, someone who includes you in their decisions, and someone that you can pray with. It's just amazing, and I would pray for any girl to actually have the same experience. So it's so fulfilling. It makes me feel so happy to be a wife to my husband only, but it makes me feel so fulfilled to actually be a wife, just knowing that someone covers me. And you people, yani, it's just good to, it pays off to trust God. It pays off to allow God to lead you every step of the way, every step of your journey before you get into a relationship, the in between, marriage and everything. I don't want to even start giving experiences. I'm only 1 month married, so I'm not going to look like I know everything about marriage. But yeah, throughout our dating journey, I think just putting God first and involving him in everything that we have done has really, has had us having the best out of every moment. So number 2 question, I feel amazing, I feel blessed, and I cannot wait to do life with my husband for the rest of our lives until Christ comes. Number 3 question, how long did you plan the wedding? So I don't know, probably we started talking about our wedding, say towards the end of last year, but then we were not really specific about the details and service providers. So when because again we were not sure about where we'd get the money, so everything was just like, okay, we set a date really, but we did not have so many details about the wedding until we got to, must have been February, because again we hadn't done the introduction at home, so you can't plan all these things when your parents have not met your spouse, the families have not met each other. So I can say maybe we took like 3 intense months to plan for our wedding. Yeah. Did you have a wedding planner, and how much did it cost? So let me blow my trumpet here and say we actually didn't have a wedding planner. We planned the wedding all by ourselves. Yes, everything, every detail. I made so many calls with the service providers, and just looking for the one that was within our budget and looking for variety and all of that. So what we did actually, we split roles for the wedding. So my husband had his own roles, but of course when it came to like decor and food and just the specifics of that day, he gave me the liberty to actually just go on with what I wanted. But I tried to always consult him, like once I had like 3 service providers, would sit down and say, okay, now we have this one, this one, but what does our budget say, how much can we really afford for this particular service? And I must say, I think God really gave my husband a lot of wisdom, especially in just helping us stay within our budget, because were it my choice, it would have been a fairy tale, but just having him there and telling us or telling me that the reality is this, we want this, even me, I would love this, but the reality is that this is a much money that we have, and we can still have something beautiful, but we don't have to break the bank or get into debt just because of one day. What matters most is our marriage. So of course we had our days where it was just it was crazy. We had our own fights during the planning, but you see, it really prepared us for marriage. So planning actually just brings out the real you, and it sort of now pulls you to begin to work as a team. So it really helped us also to build our relationship and disagree to agree. So yeah, that's a whole story for another day, but yeah, we had our wedding. It was beautiful. We were happy at the end of the day. So that's what matters. Question number 5. Did you include family on the wedding plans? Yes, we did include family, but before we started to include family, we knew what we wanted, because at the end of the day, much as you include your family, this is your day, the 2 of you. So your family may want, your sister may want this, your brother may want, and it's not bad because they come from a place of wanting the best for us. So sometimes if you don't know what exactly you want, you might end up being carried away by not wanting to disappoint your family, but then at the end of the day, you're not happy, or you feel like what you really wanted is not what you got because you put what your family wanted before what you wanted. So yes, we included our family, but more than anything, we knew what we wanted. So we really made sure our fingers were, our fingerprints were on everything, on all the service providers, and would consult our families like when we got stuck, or to give us suggestions on service providers. So it's good to include your family. They also love to feel part of your process, but also at the end of the day, remember that it's your day. So what was I saying? So just make sure that what you want is what you're getting for that day, because it's a one-day event. It's not ever going to happen again. So just make sure that you're happy at the end of the day, okay? Number 7. So I think this will be the last question, because I don't want this video to be more than 15 minutes. If it can be 12, perfect. So I'll answer this question last, and then we'll do the other close to 8 questions in the next video, okay? So number 7, when did you know it's time to get married? How young is too young to get married? Okay, so first, I got married at 25. My husband then was 29 years old, and we had been dating for close to 4 years, actually 4 years. So I think for me, naturally, or being a Christian, a born again Christian, or born again Christians, we knew the next step after dating for all those years. We knew the next step to our relationship was definitely getting married and settling and starting a family together. So it's I don't want to say it was natural, but that was just the next step for our relationship, to start living together, get married, and start to raise a family together. So we felt like we had come to a place where we were ready to come together in marriage and begin to build our lives together. So our decision to get married was not actually from one person. We both decided that we want to settle, so then we started to make plans towards that. So most psychologists and counselors say for women, when you are 25, like that's a good age for someone to get married, because they argue and say that at that age a woman already knows what she wants in life. She's beginning to get onto that path of knowing who she is and what she wants in life. So they feel like at that age you are quite mature to be able to even handle hard life situations. So that's the age that they say. Though there are women who've gotten married at 18, 23, and some of them say they're comfortable, it wasn't a hassle for them. Some say they wish that they didn't get into it so early. So again, it depends with an individual, it depends with your life experience. But I think I like to agree with the 25 age for starters. I'm not saying that my opinion is the opinion, but I feel like for me now, I was done with campus. I was done with education, like basic university education. I already had a career path, my makeup business and other side businesses that I had. So I felt like as a person, I was at that place where, I know that, my life is going towards this direction, even though I don't know everything, but at least I'm on that path that, I fully understand who I am, or I'm getting to know myself. And I also must say that just through prayer, actually, you're able to also discern the seasons of God for your life. Because I think for us, one thing that really showed us that God was with us through the planning, despite the fact that we had hitches and all of that, it was so smooth. I tell you for sure, by the time we were settling and saying that we want to get married, we didn't have a huge chunk of money in our accounts or anything. We had very little savings, but God just came through to our families, and we got the money that we needed. We had even more than enough. So sometimes just being within the plan and the will of God really helps you to avoid a lot of hitches, a lot of struggle, a lot of strife, a lot of heartbreak. So it's really important that you understand the timings of God for you as a person, so that you're not getting married and God is saying probably it's a season for this, or maybe you're not looking towards the direction of marriage yet. That is where God wants you to step into next. So I would say concerning that question is just make sure also that you're getting married for the right reasons. Let it not be because of the many worldly reasons, because I like this guy. There are days you look at that person and that like will not be there. So let your reason be a reason that will hold you even when the things are hard, even when you don't have money, even when it's ugali and skuma days. You'll still feel like, I do not regret this reason. This choice or this decision to get married to this person. So get married for the right reasons, so that at the end of the day you won't you won't let go. You'll have a reason to hold on, because things happen, shakings of life come, but when you have the right reasons, when you got into it for the very right reasons, you will have a reason to hold on even when the things are hard. I just feel like there's a lot of peer influence around us that may push someone to want to consider, getting married just because so and so is married. At the end of the day, when you'll have hard times, so and so will not be there. So just make sure that deep within yourself, even when you're by yourself, you have peace and you know that you made the right decision and you got married for the right decision. For the right reasons, okay? So I have to end it here. We are at 15 minutes. So yeah, I think that is it for this first part of our series for the wedding questions. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Don't forget to leave your comments, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them at the comment section. I will read them, and even as I do the next series, I should be able to answer your questions. So it's never too late. If you had a question and you're not able to ask it, please put your question down in the comment section and I will be glad to answer it, okay? So bye, guys, for now. Thank you once again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one. Bye.